Let's normalize having Jesus. Let's normalize having Jesus. Okay, not just needing him when things are in a rut, when he snatch your family member, when he touch your child. Let's normalize having Jesus always, loving him, because God sent his only son to die for our sins. Because we need God. He don't need us, but he wants us. He loves us. He wants to use us for his glory, for his purpose and will in the earth. But many of y'all don't call on Jesus until something happens. Let's normalize it. That's what happened to me. I got attacked. I called on Jesus because I was attacked. Because I got attacked. I ran back to God when I should have never left him. Many of y'all run to God when you need something from God. God is not a genie. God requires that we always remain with him. He says in John 15:4, remain in me as I also remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. Neither can you be saved unless you get Jesus and remain in him. So I got attacked, which I ran back to God. But guess what? I bet you what? I ain't going to never have to run back again because I've chosen to remain with God, which is what many of you need to do. All of us. Now you crying because you need Jesus. But all the while, you saw no need for Jesus. That's very selfish of us, saints. That's very selfish. That's not loving at all to Jesus. That's not fair to God. So what God got to do? Create a need for you to need him. That's a shame. When we should desire God always. Because he so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son to redeem us from the law, to save us, to give us a second chance. And it's sad that when he touched your family member, now you need him. Now you want him. Because you want him to fix it. And God's so merciful and loving that he's still here. He come to your beck and call. And it's not fair how we do God. It's not fair that you need God when something in your life turn around. When he gave us Jesus, when salvation is free, it costs you your life. But you don't want to give it up to God touch your life. Then you want to need Jesus. We got to do better. We got to do better. Because we owe everything to God. He says in John 1:14, the word became flesh and dwelt among us. We have seen his glory, the glory of the one and only Son who came from the Father, full of grace and truth. But one thing about it is you can't abuse grace. Grace allows you to come. And mercy should make you remain. Because mercy, thank God he didn't give us the punishment that we so deserve. But he gave us Jesus and allowed us to come a second time, a second chance. Many of you guys need to cry out to God and ask God to give you a second chance and invite him in your life to be Lord over it. Submit your way and will for God's. And then maybe you won't never have to run to God when you need him, because you'll always have him, and he'll have you. Be blessed.